This is Representative Larry Pittman running for re-election to the North Carolina House, District 83. I'm going to talk to you for a moment about my commitment to your basic rights as a citizen. One of the things that's very important to me is your gun rights. And I'm the #1 advocate for your gun rights in the North Carolina House. For instance, do you like the fact that if you go pick your kid up at school, you don't have to leave your gun at home, you can lock it up in your car when you go to get your kid? I'm responsible for that. I'm the one who introduced that. Do you like the fact if you go to a place that serves alcohol and you have a concealed carry permit, you can still carry in there as long as you don't drink? That was mine too. But I've tried to go even further than that. I ran a bill in 2017 which passed the House. We haven't gotten the Senate to hear it yet. But it would allow you to carry concealed without a permit anywhere that you can carry openly. Just simple common sense. And so I want you to be able to defend yourself wherever you may be. That's a basic human right. Another thing that I would talk to you about there is property rights. I've been trying to pass a bill ever since I've been in Raleigh called the Justice for Rural Citizens Act. You know, we did manage as Republicans to get rid of forced annexation. Well, the next step is to do away with extraterritorial jurisdiction, where a municipality can make all these plans, and if you're within a certain area outside the city limits, they can restrict what you can do with your own property. That's simply not right. You don't get to vote for those people. They should have no control over what you do with your property. So I'm trying to fix that, and I'd appreciate it if you'd let folks in Raleigh know that you want that passed. If I'm back in Raleigh next year, I'll run that one again, so I hope you'll give me that opportunity. Another basic right that's very important to me is the rights of parents to control the education and the discipline of their children. And one of the ways that I support that is by supporting charter schools, supporting school choice, where parents can send their kids to school where they want them to go, where they can homeschool, they can have a charter school, you know, and I'd like to have charter school flexibility given to the regular public schools. Charter schools, after all, are public schools. They're just run a little differently. They're not run by the government. Well, I've been told that public schools would like to have some of the same flexibility. I'd love to give that to them, because I think that if we have this kind of competition and this kind of flexibility and not being so controlled by Raleigh, local schools of any kind can do a much better job. I support the right to religious expression. I'm a Presbyterian pastor. I'm a Christian. But I will fight for anybody's right to express their beliefs. They don't have to be a Christian. I might not agree with what they believe, but I think they have the right to freedom of religious expression. And really, that's why I support Rowan County commissioners in their efforts to be able to pray at their meetings. I know the Supreme Court has ruled against them recently, or actually remanded that to the lower courts. I don't want them to give up. I'd like to see them keep up that fight, because we have the right to religious expression in this country. Last but not least, I'm a tireless advocate for the right to life. God gives every one of us the right to life in the moment of fertilization, and we should defend that right from fertilization to natural death. So I'm against abortion, I'm against euthanasia, I'm against assisted suicide, because I'm for the God-given gift of life. It needs to be protected. And some people say, well, the government shouldn't be involved. Okay then, if somebody comes up, puts a gun to your head and shoots you, should the government not be involved? Should they be allowed to get away with that? It's no different when you kill a child in the womb. That child is created in the image of God and has the right to live. So we need to protect the right to life, and really that's part of the reason I'm such a gun rights advocate, is because you have the right to defend your own life. So if you want somebody who stands up for your basic rights, you want somebody like me, because I fight hard in Raleigh for your rights, and I want to continue to do that for the next 2 years if you just give me the chance. Thank you. Paid for by Committee to Elect Larry Pittman.